Hey guys, it's Gamefacer and welcome back to episode 22 of my Burnley career mode. Now in today's episode we've got plenty of matches to get through as we go through September. We've got a game against Arsenal to play, we've got Huddersfield 3 days later in the Cup, and then we've got a game against Bournemouth to play back in the league after that. We might sim that game, not really too sure, but there's a game against Marseille in the Champions League after that, so it's tempting to sim that game, but we'll wait and see when we get there. Before we go any further though, if we could try and hit 50 likes in today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Let's crack on with things, let's take a look at the team we're going to put out for this game against Arsenal. We're going to play a 4-2-3-1 type formation with Pope playing in goal. We've got Bustos, Tarkowski, me and Taylor at the back. Then we've got Jota, Ndidi, Wilshere, Kennedy and Loftus-Cheek in midfield, with Chris Wood returning the lineup up front for us for this game against Arsenal. Decided to bring him back in the team. He's not the fastest, but he has scored goals in the previous season, so I know he's got goals in him. He's just not been in great form recently, so we're going to try and get that from him. Hopefully we can do in this game. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how we get on. Okay, let's go with this game at the Emirates Stadium. Let's try and beat them. I've just seen Andros Townsend is playing for Arsenal in this match, so it's an interesting signing for them. Hopefully it's not going to cause us too many issues out wide. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping we've got enough in this team to be able to get a good victory here. We also need the points as well. We've only got 6 points from 4 games, which leaves us around mid-table. Obviously not as good as I was hoping for. Jota cuts back inside. A chance here. Loftus-Cheek trying to create something. Chris Wood picks it up in the box, trying to turn and shoot. Very tight angle. Still going for it, but punched away. And kept hold of the ball in a good position here. Jota still waiting for options. Finds Chris Wood again. He loses it this time. Loftus-Cheek charging forward, trying to get a shot away. Saved by the keeper, and that should be cleared away. Chris Wood trying to drive the team forward. Oh, probably should have passed it to Loftus-Cheek there. I didn't see it though until I'd taken the shot. And with 5 minutes left of the first half, it looks like we're going to go to half-time at 0-0 at the moment. It's quite a close shot at that from Chris Wood, but unfortunately not close enough, and we are still level, unfortunately. Half-time still drawing the game 0-0. Frustrating that no one's got the opening goal, particularly ourselves. Obviously we want to be in front, but we do still have 45 minutes to try and get in front if we can. Hopefully there's enough time, hopefully there's enough quality in the team to be able to do that, so we certainly have the better chances, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the goals. Chance for Arsenal early on, we have to stop this attack. This is going to be a goal if we're not careful. Well cleared away by Bustos. What a clearance that is to Chris Wood. Nearly gave us a chance from that as well. And still might. Chris Wood into Loftus-Cheek. Needs some support. This has been the big issue. We can't seem to get anyone going forward. Ndidi tries to start the attack as well, waiting for some support, but it just breaks down. First 2 changes. We are only about 5 or 10 minutes into the second half. We are going to make 2 changes now. Wellington and Goodmanson to come on. We'll take off Loftus-Cheek and Jota and try and liven us up a little bit going forward. Give us a bit more pace is what is needed, really, in behind Chris Wood. And if that doesn't work, then we'll replace Chris Wood. But he's done okay for us so far, so I can't have too much of a go at him. Chance, and they've scored. It's against the run of play here. Aubameyang gets the goal, but it's about being clinical when you get the chance, and that's something we haven't had really in our team. This is really poor defensively as well. Look how many players have just stood still and don't react. Aubameyang's the only guy that is free and gets it past to him. They score. Loses the game 1-0. Yeah, I'm a bit worried now at this point. There's 20 minutes to go. The ball hasn't gone out yet, so the changes can't be made, but I'm going to try and make a change. Chris Wood's going to come off, and I don't really know to bring on. Danny Ings or Meunier is the 2 options, really. I don't know what to do here. But there's no doubt about it, we're going to lose this match at this rate unless something changes. Okay, Meunier to come on, we'll take off Chris Wood just for his extra sort of finishing ability. That's the only reason why I put him on over Danny Ings. It was a close one, but gone with Meunier. No, it's 2-0 now. The changes can be made at least, but it's 2-0. Aubameyang scores again, and Arsenal increase their lead. This is interesting. This is really sort of interesting second season for us at the moment. It's quite clear to me that the signings that we've made have not made an impact. There's very few signings that you can really say have actually done anything, and so that means that we have made a lot of mistakes already in the transfer window at this point, which is not good to be saying just a few weeks after you've signed them, but it does seem that way at the moment, and I'm kind of just hoping January rolls on pretty quickly. And I thought it was 3-0. Should have been 3-0 probably as well, just wide. And Arsenal get close to another goal. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame it's this game. I've messed up that pass as well, and this is what I mean. There's been mistakes all over the place. It's been a bit of a shame as this match. On paper, we're not expected to win, and in reality, we're not expected to win either. But still, given what happened last season, we should be doing better. But we can't just keep on relying on last season to do us something. We've got to try and produce in this season. Chance again for Aubameyang, and nearly completed his hat-trick off the post. and things are not going very well for us. I did a poll in the last episode about the difficulty, and actually the response that I got was that the difficulty is a little bit too tricky, was what you guys were saying. Just about. It was quite a close poll, to be fair, but last time I checked, it did say actually that we should lower the difficulty. Maybe that's something we do after this match. Goodmanson coming forward here, massive gap to exploit, but we've not really done anything with it. Gone, big chance. Had to be a goal. Had to be. I can't believe we messed it up again. But that just sums it up really at the moment. We're not really doing anything. We have scored here, and that's a goal that we've managed to get back, but it's too late. It's in the 93rd minute. Tarkowski scores. It's 2-1. It should have happened much sooner. And we should have done something from this game. We could have easily got points. It's just we've messed up a lot of the opportunities. Okay, glad that game's over. Let's move on. Obviously didn't get any points from that. Really frustrating once again. We are going to change the difficulty. It's just really annoying. The goalkeeper's just saving everything all the time. We've gone from one extreme to the other recently, and so we're going to have to switch it back a little bit, and we'll tweak one or two other things. Okay, so a few tweaks. Basically, we've changed the shot error a little bit. We've also changed the goalkeeper ability back down to 50. It was on 52 before. And some other little tweaks further on as well, the first touch control. And that's what we're going to play on now. So for all the wondering, that is the sliders that I'm going to be playing on for now at least. And I'll let you know if there are any more changes. Okay, so on to this cup game against Huddersfield. This is the team going to go with the exact same formation. Pope will go in goal though. Vidal, Evans, Ward, Alaza in defence. Loftus-Cheek, Amati, Cork, Roberts and Cook in midfield. Danny Ings starts up front. That's what we're going to go with. Change team, obviously, would have been a cup game. And this is the bench. Alvarez, Today, Kennedy, we've got Wellington, Goodmanson, Wood, and Munya all on there. Let's go to things. Let's try and bounce back and get a better performance. That I don't really care about the scoreline ever. I just want to play well and hopefully get the goals along the way. Okay, we go for this game against Huddersfield. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves into the next round of the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we can do that with a good performance here. Chance, what a save from the goalkeeper. Out front of the corner, we've had a bit of a slow start. Neither team getting a massive grip of the game though, so not too worried just yet, but certainly need to try and defend this properly and get an attack going ourselves. Let's head away please, Cook, or someone else. Ward, wow. Loftus-Cheek running forward, great chance of him. Loftus-Cheek, oh, saved. And followed up another save as well. Oh, so close. 30 minutes in, thought we'd scored. And it's a really, really good few saves there for the goalkeeper. Alaza going to try and deliver this outside the boots. And it'll be held by the keeper. Go on, Cook, that's yours. Ings has to do something with this. Oh, come on, stop wasting chances. Loftus-Cheek into Danny Ings. Can he score? Ings! Oh, finally it's a goal. 1-0, a stroke of half-time. And Danny Ings with a great finish there into the bottom left-hand corner. Puts us 1-0 up. It's been a frustrating first half. We're going to look to maybe tweak something at half-time still. Because I haven't been too impressed with a few things. The amount of bodies that Huddersfield have behind the ball is ridiculous at times, but we've found a way through this time round, and we've scored a really clinical finish there, 1-0. It's half-time, still in the game 1-0, let's go on with the second half straight away. Lewis Cook, great turn, waiting for another pass, there's no width, where's Loftus-Cheek? Why is he playing so far inside? The lack of width is not helping us at all. Alaza trying to find Danny Ings, he's onside. Oh, got the touch perfect. Couldn't get the finish right though. Intercepted before he could get a shot away. And that was so close. What a goal that would have been. Patrick Roberts, great run inside here. Roberts still going. Oh, again intercepted. Lewis Cook. Patrick Roberts now. Big, big chance here. Roberts. Oh, Loftus-Cheek, we've messed it up, but it was saved anyway. Glad we got a shot away, but we still messed it up. Should have been so much more simple when we made it. Overpassed it in the end because the players didn't pop up in the spaces that I was hoping that they would. Alaza coming forward, just going to have a shot. And that's why. 2-0. Alaza's done it. What a hit that is. What a finish from the left back. He's done it once or twice before, I think, if I remember correctly, quite recently. I'm pretty sure he's hit one like that as well. And he continues to do it. Fantastic strike. And we find ourselves 2 goals in front now in what is quite a sort of sloppy game, really. But we are the better team. We're the only team that actually wants to win the match as well. What a switch that is. Looking for Lewis Cook. Can Lewis Cook actually do something for once? Can he get a cross in? Yes, he has done. Oh, headed away. It was a decent ball in, though. Patrick Roberts. Chance for him to shoot. Oh, off the bar. Too much power on it. So close to a third, though. Okay, all 3 changes. Wellington, Alvarez, and Muñez. Come on, we'll take a Patrick Roberts, Cook, and Armati as well. Is going to get a bit of a rest here. So all those changes being made at once with about 20 minutes left. Loftus-Cheek will stay on and play at the centre attacking mid. We'll give him a go there. and just to see where he plays best, really. I'm still learning a lot about some of the new signings as well, like what positions they're playing best and things like that. Wellington charging through, look at that pace, love the pace from Wellington. Can he get the finish right though? Still going, and he does score. I was panicked for a second, but he gets the third goal. Been on the pitch about 4 minutes, but he still gets himself the goal there. Great finish there. And just maybe thought I'd try him out on the left-hand side, maybe be a little bit better there. He's struggled so far at centre-attacking mid, so we are going to try him on the left-hand side, and it's worked in a few minutes, really, which is good to see. Gets himself a goal and gets us the third. Okay, out of nowhere, they've just gone and scored. Just randomly turned out a shot, hits the post, bounces out to a free man who can put it into an empty net. 3-1, and that goal's totally undeserved. But they get one, and we lose the clean sheet. Very frustrating, because it's just not like they deserve. They've barely done anything the whole game, but they do get themselves a goal, and it won't be enough to get themselves anything from this game, though. Go on, Wellington. Fake shot, love it. Go on. Oh, he scored again. That's 2 for Wellington, 4 for us, and he scored the 90th minute. Maybe that left mid position's a new role for him. Allows him to drift wherever he wants, really. He's drifted inside once again here. Showing a bit of skill, and a great little fake shot that allows him some space to shoot. And he scored past Rob Green. It's not that difficult to score past Rob Green, but he has got himself the goal nevertheless. It's a great finish, is that right into the corner, and it gives us the 4th goal. On for a hat-trick here as a substitute, but I think he's not quite got enough time, unfortunately. Still going here, Wellington, but no, he won't have enough time. He's going to finish 4-1, and that means that we've got ourselves through to the next round, which is fantastic. And hopefully now going to go a little further in this competition. Okay, some disappointing transfer news for us. Last episode we tried to negotiate a deal to allow Lingard to leave. That has broken down, unfortunately, and so he won't be moving. We do have a scout report coming back on a midfielder that I've taken a look at as well, a young French midfielder who looks really good. We're going to keep an eye out on him. Maybe we bring him in the future, maybe we don't, depends. Okay, so the final game of today's episode against Bournemouth in the league for us to play here. It's a home match that I'm going to have to play rather than sim because of our poor form in the league. So this is the team we're going to go with. It's a 3-4-3 formation, a little bit different. They're going to be playing a 5-2-3 formation, so we'll see how this works out. It might backfire, it might not. Pope starts in goal, Evans, Tarkowski and Meat at the back. We've got Bustos, Martin, Dide and Alaza just in front of them. Munier, Ings and Wellington as our front three. So I'm sort of learning a little bit from the last few games that we've played and trying to adapt the team now to what I think. So this is basically our starting 11 at the moment. This is the team that I think is playing the best right now based on form. Obviously some players can come in at times and things like that, but this is the bench we've got. So we've got Vidal, Cork, Wilshere, Loftus-Cheek, Roberts, Jota and Chris Wood there, which gives us a lot of options obviously, but I think we'll have to just see how the team gets on. It's obviously a bit risky as ever with this sort of formation, but I'm hoping it does get us 3 points here, which is something we desperately need. Okay, here we go. This is a massive match for us. We can't afford to drop any more points really, otherwise we are going to end up in a bit of a annoying position where we're just going to continue sliding down the league table because we do find ourselves still about mid-table right now, but we've got to be picking up points. We've played 5 games. I think we've got like 6 points so far. 3 losses, never good at this stage of the season, but hopefully we can bounce back here with this game against Bournemouth. Seems like a lively start. Well played, Alaza does fantastically well to get to that one. Still going here. It's a great run from the left back. Alaza, oh, the shot on target, but it was saved this time. Nearly made it 2 goals in 2. The left back that we have signed on a free at the start of the season is doing a great job for us at the moment, hence why he's starting over Charlie Taylor. He's going to try a cross this time round. Munier tried the volley. What a challenge that was. Very aggressive. And I think has injured Munier as well by the looks of it. So that is really not good. He stayed down. That looks like a bad one. It's a hell of a challenge. I thought it was going to be a penalty, to be honest. It was a really bad one on our player, and I think he might be out for a little while with that one, which is disappointing because he's a massive signing. Not that he was playing particularly well, but you always want your best players on the pitch, and we are going to bring on Jota to replace him. It's now a chance for him to actually try and do something. Another big signing that hasn't really lived up to the hype, really. So, yeah, this is not a great start. Let's have another look at the challenge. The cross comes in. It's a really good cross, actually. Picks them out perfectly. Lining up the volley, I think it was. But then you can just see the challenge goes in. Does he actually get anything on the ball? Does he head the ball? I think he does. He heads the ball and just wipes out our player. Okay, bizarre way of defending it, but he did clear it. Unfortunately, though, heavy contact on our player. Great pass. Bustos running forward. Tries the cross. It's a great delivery. Unfortunately, the keeper gets there, though. Didn't really have anyone else who was going to get there ourselves. Still need to try and use the ball here if we can. Wellington over to Alaza again. Tries the cross. That was another great delivery, but again, same situation. No one's really in there. Go on, Jota. This is a great chance. Gonna shoot. Really tight angle. Never really looked like he was going to score, but he wins to the corner. Wellington to place one short to Bustos. Tries the right-footed deliveries. So near the keeper. Bustos. Wellington. Go on. Oh, another save by Begovic. And will that one go out for a corner? No. Half-time, 0-0. Really hate that scoreline. It's so annoying when no one scores. We're going to go into the second half, hopefully try and score. I mean, that's all I'm asking for, really. We are the better team, as ever. I say this all the time, but that doesn't always mean you're going to win the match. Well played, Bustos. Beats a man. Can we find the cutback now? Oh, it's off the post and in. It's 1-0. We've taken an early lead in the second half. It's a great goal for us as well. We had to switch it from side to side because it's so compact in the middle. We had to try and spread the play in order to create those gaps. We've done that here. Bustos provides the width. He comes inside here, finds the little pass, and I'm assuming it's Jota that's got silver on the back of his name. We don't have anyone else got silver, do we? Yeah, it's Jota. He scores his first Premier League goal for us. Good movement from him, actually, to go from wide to a central position and consequently gets himself a goal. Olaza coming forward to add to the attack. Waiting for the right pass here. There's a lot of options, but that's intercepted. Wasn't even supposed to find whoever that was there. Go on, Danny Ings. That's 2-0. That all comes from us winning back the ball. We intercepted the pass and we won it back. Played a couple of passes ourselves and we had a shot with Danny Ings. Scored. It's now 2-0 in 10 minutes of the second half. Much better stuff. Being a lot more clinical and continuously winning back the ball from the opposition, which is good. Really pins them in the early stages of the second half. Final two changes. We've got to bring on Patrick Roberts and Cork. We'll take off Ndidi and Wellington. Give those guys a rest. Obviously, Ndidi's got himself a booking. Wellington's just pretty tired. And so we'll make those two changes now in 25 minutes to go. Chance to Danny Ings. Can he make it? 3? No. Over the bar. Go on, Jota. Great run here. Could this be a third? Jota scores. That's the second of the game. Fantastic finish as well. Maybe he's starting to find the right sort of position for him now in that right winger position, which he hasn't really managed to use to his advantage. He's not managed to get in those sort of positions in order to be able to score goals in previous matches. But maybe this is the sort of formation that's going to suit him a little bit better. We needed him to score a couple of goals in this game, obviously, with Munya getting a bad injury. Or an injury that I'm assuming to have had one anyway. It looked a bad one. So, yeah, it's good to see that he steps up in this match. That's it. Finishes 3-0. Gets us a very comfortable victory there against Bournemouth to finish off the episode. We needed the 3 points. We got the 3 points and a clean sheet. Really pleased with how he played as well. Despite obviously the injury at the start of the match, it didn't really knock us that much. And we went on to just win very comfortably in the end. We'll see what it does to the league table. We need to go shooting at the league table now. We need to string some wins together, which we've not managed to do just yet. It's been very consistent in the league. And so we've got to try and make sure we do a little bit better with that next episode. Okay, the league table looks like this. We're in 9th place, currently on 9 points as well. So we've got 3 wins and 3 losses from 6 games. Like I say, very consistent. And we are in a position where we can climb up the league table with just a win or 2. You know, we go into the Europa League positions, the European positions in general. So we're not that far away from things. Luckily, everyone else has had a fairly average start to the season as well. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 50 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GamefaceHD and on Instagram at GamefaceHD as well. Been really active over there recently, so please go ahead and click the links in the description to go follow me there. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave your comments as well. I read and reply as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.